At 5:17 a.m., the train station was just a wooden platform and a flickering bulb. For Daniel, it was a sacred space. He sat there every morning on the same bench, with the same thermos of black coffee and the same hollow look in his eyes. This was the last place he saw his daughter, Lily, alive. She was just 16 when she died in a car crash 8 months ago. Every morning he relived their last moment, her wave from the train window, his wave back, her voice echoing in his memory, "Love you, Dad," and his reply, "Love you more." He hadn't missed a single morning since. One foggy Tuesday, a woman sat beside him. She was in her late 20s, with exhaustion etched on her face. One hand rested on her pregnant belly. The other clutched a worn suitcase. She just stared down the tracks, as if waiting for a rescue she wasn't sure would come. An hour passed in silence before she finally turned to him. "Do you come here often?" "Every day," he said, his voice raspy. "My daughter used to take this train." The woman nodded slowly. "I'm waiting for one too, to Chicago. My mom lives there." She took a shaky breath. "I'm not supposed to be pregnant. My fiancé's left when he found out. My family won't even talk to me." Her voice cracked and a tear escaped. "I feel like I've already failed her." Daniel looked at her, truly seeing the fear and shame warring with the deep love she already felt. "My daughter's gone," he said quietly, "and I would give anything in this world just to hold her one more time." Tears streamed down her face. "I'm so sorry, no," he said, surprising himself. "I'm glad you're here." He didn't offer any empty advice or platitudes. He just poured her a cup of his black coffee and asked her name. She was Alina. He listened as she shared her fears and her quiet hopes, her words punctuated by the tiny kicks she was already feeling. Her story filled the empty space his grief had carved out. When her train finally pulled in, she stood up slowly. "Thank you," she said, her voice full of emotion, "for not looking at me like I'm broken." Daniel handed her his thermos. "Keep it, for the journey." She managed a small smile through her tears. "Will you be here tomorrow?" He nodded. Always. Alina didn't come back the next day or the day after that. Daniel's routine returned to its quiet solitude. But 6 months later, on a crisp spring morning, a woman stepped off the train holding a baby wrapped in a soft yellow blanket. She walked right to his bench. "His name is Liam," she said softly. "After my grandfather, but I call him Lily sometimes, because someone once taught me that every child deserves to be loved like they're a miracle." Daniel's breath caught in his throat. He reached out a trembling hand and gently touched the baby's tiny fingers. So small, so warm, so full of life. "You came back," he whispered, his voice thick with unshed tears. "You gave me hope," she replied, her eyes shining. "Now I want him to know this place where kindness lives." Now every Sunday, Daniel meets Alina and Liam at the bench. He brings cookies and reads stories from well-loved books. He holds Liam like he's made of stardust and memories. And sometimes, when other strangers sit beside him, lost in their own private grief, he pours them a cup of coffee and says, "Tell me about them," because he learned that the greatest healing isn't found in forgetting the love you've lost, but in making space for new love to grow right alongside the old. And on a quiet bench at dawn, he discovered that two broken hearts, shared in a moment of kindness, can teach each other how to beat again. Thank you for watching.